What's up, guys? So I am back with another makeup look. I just want to say first, thanks so much for the feedback on my vlogs. I appreciate that you guys are enjoying them. I am really enjoying making them. I think that this is a mutual love for vlogs right now. I just think it's an opportunity to share more of me and my life, and I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm going to just do like a mix, balance it with, you know, my makeup stuff, because you know, a lot of people come here for makeup. That's what a lot of people know me for. That's how a lot of people found me. So I'm gonna keep it balanced, a little bit of makeup and, you know, a lot more showing you my world. So the look I'm doing today, this is not something you haven't seen before. I love doing an eye look like this, but what I wanted to do was a really sheer, natural, glowy base, something very, very natural. Like this is without the red lip. This is like an everyday natural look, but I wanted to find a look that was extremely natural but looked good paired with a red lip. I love a red lip with like a really natural face. I see these models all the time. They just have like glowing skin and just a red lip, nothing else. I know many of us aren't willing to do that, myself included. So I just came up with something really sheer. You'll see in the face routine, it's very, very sheer. And the eye is 2 steps. It's really easy. I think it turned out good. I love it. I like this look. Anyway, check it out. Here's how I did it. So my skin is cleansed and moisturized. The first product I'm gonna go in with is the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is their newer version. It's the Illuminating Natural Skin Perfector, and the color I'm using is Golden Radiance. I like this one because it's that same sheer kind of coverage. Gives me a nice warmth, but it has like a, kind of like a glow in it too. I'm going to apply this with my hands because it's the easiest. So with this, you're going to get just a nice sheer coverage, but a really good glow, and that, like I said, that nice warmth. So keeping everything as light and sort of sheer and natural as possible, I'm going to use this concealer by The Body Shop. It's called their Full Coverage Concealer, the 34 Matte Clay, but it's just such a nice natural finish. Every time I've used this, I've gotten a really beautiful natural result. So with this, I'm just gonna go into my under eye area with my finger. And really, I'm just trying to use the least amount of product to, you see how it just like brightened up my under eye area? I didn't need much. It kind of just very naturally diffused that darkness, that hollowness under my eye, and just brought a little brightness to the center of my face. So just looking at the difference between one side and the other, you can see that it's still very natural, but I got a good kind of smooth result. So that's about as much as I want to cover. Like I said, I want to keep this as sheer as possible. So I am going to contour a little bit, and I want to show you my favorite contour palette lately. This is by Vanity Makeup Cosmetics. This is the Medium Trio. I love this contour palette. It's really kind of like an all-in-one. Even the what do you call it, the highlight product, or it's really like a concealer. Like it covers so well. Like if I want to do a full coverage look, this is the one I go to for sure. Really, really good contour palette. So with this, I'm just going to take a little bit with my finger. And I'm just lightly going over my contour areas. And then I'm going to take a beauty blender and start blending this out. So I used little enough that this still stays a very natural look. But, you know, it's enough to just give me a little bit of definition in my face. So while this is an all cream makeup look, I definitely want to set parts of it. That's kind of the key to maintaining a look like this all day, is actually 2 steps. One is setting powder just in the right places, and the other is setting spray, which I'll talk about. I've got this wild itch in my nose. So the next step is setting powder. This is the CoverFX Perfect Setting Powder. It's really the best one for a look like this because it's the most flexible, the most just lightweight. You can use it for like super full coverage looks. You can bake with it, but it also works for lighter makeup looks like this. So I love this stuff, and it's talc free. So I'm strategically using a very small brush. This is by Wet n Wild. It's their P75 brush. It's a nice fluffy brush, but it's pretty small. So with this, I'm just going to target the areas that absolutely need setting, like under my eyes. So you see I'm really just getting into this small area, not spreading out the powder too much, just to maintain that cream look. This way you're able to maintain a cream look and not look greasy. So because we've used so little powder, we can still layer over with more cream products, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. I love these cream colors by Tower 28. I have a few of them, and one of them is just actually like a clear gloss that you can put over anything, but really good universal colors. I put on my lips, on my cheeks. Today I'm just using it on my cheeks. So again, with my finger, that's the beauty of cream products, guys. You can do everything with your fingers. So just this tapping motion will spread it out and blend it really nicely. And I chose a neutral color because we are going with a red lip. Of course, I want to add a glow. You can't do a cream look without a nice glow. I'm going to use something new from Dominique Cosmetics. This is their skin gloss, and the color that I'm using is called Golden Dew. It's a really gorgeous pale gold color. This I'm going to dab it on the high points of my cheeks. This is really going to give me that like wet, it's called skin gloss. You know, it's like that wet kind of glowing look. And again, same thing on the other side. Anytime you're doing like this quick stippling motion with your finger onto your skin, you're just gonna get a really good blend because it kind of just melts into your skin. The product actually melts in because really you're warming it up. Skin to skin contact is gonna warm up the product and really get it to blend in. So like I said, for a cream look, setting spray is key, and you really wanna use one that's gonna keep everything together, not let it slide off of your face. And the one that I've found to really do that is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. I've been using this one for years. It is intense, like it really holds everything in place. There's a lot of great setting sprays out there. I use a lot of them, but the specific purpose of this one really matches up with this kind of look. It's extremely wet at first. I'm only now noticing how incredibly dry my lips are. Should have handled that before. All right, now let's move on to the eyes, which is, no question, much easier than the face. So there's really only one color going on my lids, and that is by Pixi. It's actually the Pixi From Head to Toe collab. If you guys know Jen Che, this was her collab. The color is called, I think it's One and Done. But really beautiful shade. It's like a copper, like a shimmery copper. It looks really good just like as a wash of color across the lid. I'm just gonna apply that directly. And then just with my finger, I'm gonna blend this out. So you can see I kept most of the color concentrated on my lid, and then the rest of it I'm kind of just blending up toward my brow bone. You see how pretty that is just on its own? I'm just gonna add a little bit here to the inner corner and blend out for a little extra shine. And repeating on the other side. So again, I'm just starting at the base of my lash line and just working my way up, not past the crease though, because I'm just gonna use my finger to blend up. And then again, just a little more in the inner corner. And that's actually as far as I'm taking it with color on the lids. The rest is gonna be a little bit of eyeliner, which is also by Pixi. This is one of my favorite eyeliners, the most blendable, soft, super, super velvety soft. It's called their Endless Silky Eye Pen, and the color is, let me try to find it. It's black, so I don't know what they call their black. Black. You know, sometimes they just have different names for black, like onyx or obsidian. So with this, I'm actually gonna go just into the outer part of my lash line. And create just a really soft line that I'm gonna use this to smudge out. So what I'm doing with this is I'm blending the black with that copper shade, and it turns out to be such a beautiful smoky color, and you get that eyeliner effect as well. So it's just really 2 steps for a look that actually turns out really, really nice. And again on the other side, just a very small line starting at the halfway point of your lash line and just kind of extending out into a mini wing, and then blend or smudge. If you haven't noticed, this is one of my favorite things to do with eye makeup because it's so easy, but it makes such an impact. And this just helps you maintain that really effortless, natural look, still with a red lip. So you really haven't done much to the eyes at all. That took like 3 minutes. Next, I'm just gonna throw on some mascara. And this is part of what makes this look nice and polished, is the lashes. And you could always add some individuals to this look if you wanted to make it even more dramatic or natural dramatic. And I'm not doing anything to the bottom lash line because, again, natural, natural. It's actually the easiest eye look you could ever do. It's natural, but it's still so pretty. Like that color, something about that color just makes it look like you've done a lot, but you haven't. And then I'm just gonna brush up these brows, see if I need to fill any parts of them. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna use a brow gel. I'm gonna use the Hourglass Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. Hope I said that right. This is just gonna keep them nice and fluffy and keep them in place. And then finally, for the lips, I'm gonna go in with a matte red. So the red that I'm using for this look is, I picked it out specifically for this kind of look. I don't wanna use like a classic fire engine red because I feel like that just goes with a little more, I don't know, for me, that's not a rule, like do what you want, but for me personally, I just like something a little more, like a corally red, something a little more just bright and fiery. So I'm gonna use the Persona Cosmetics Matte Liquid Lip in Phoenix. One of my favorite things about this formula, besides the color, is how lightweight it is, super light. Why is putting on red lipstick on camera the most stressful thing in life? Probably because I'm holding my mirror like 10 feet away. Let's just finish it off like this. So that's it for today. I wanted to do something a little bit, obviously this is a style I've done before, but I wanted to make the wear different. Something really, really natural, but still paired with a red lip. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back with a vlog for my next video. See you guys then.